The story I'm going to explain today is titled Old Fox, and it's a truly heartwarming tale. The story begins in 1989, during a time when Taiwan was undergoing a major industrial revolution. We are introduced to an 11-year-old boy named Leo, who stops by a restaurant after school each day, waiting for his father, Tyla, who works there. Ever since Leo's mother passed away, Tyla has been taking care of him on his own. One evening, after finishing work, Tyla is at home playing his saxophone when a beautiful young woman named Chan comes by to collect his room rent. She also brings some snacks for Leo. During their conversation, Chan mentions that her boss is planning to sell a small piece of land near the road, and it will be available next month. She encourages Tyla to buy the land, reminding him of his dream to open a small salon someday, a dream he had once shared with her. However, unfortunately, Tyla doesn't have enough money to buy the land. After Chan leaves, Leo suggests to his father that instead of paying rent, it would be better to buy that land and start a business there. They could also live on the property. Tyla explains that although his salary isn't high, if they save for 3 years, they could afford to buy the land. This makes Leo very happy, as he's always wanted to help his father fulfill his dream, and it was also his late mother's wish to own a salon. The next day, as Leo is heading to school, 3 policemen start mocking his father. Leo is too scared to say anything and runs off since the men are physically intimidating. That night, Leo and his father attend his aunt's wedding. After the event, Tyla starts vomiting from drinking too much. He tells Leo that he may have drifted apart from his sister, but she gave him a loan, just enough money to buy that small shop and start their business. Hearing this news, Leo becomes overjoyed, realizing their dream is finally within reach. The next morning during breakfast, Tyla and Leo excitedly discuss where on the road they should set up their shop. Leo says they should ask Chan for advice. That night, after finishing his shift at the restaurant, Tyla remembers Christmas is coming, so he stops by a bicycle shop to buy a gift for Leo. But when he talks to the shop owner, he learns that land prices have recently skyrocketed. As a result, rents have doubled, and shop owners are being pushed out. This news hits Tyla hard. At home, he reads more about it in the newspaper and is completely stunned. He doesn't even have the courage to tell Leo that once again, they don't have enough money to buy any land for their business. The following day, after school, Leo takes shelter from the rain under a roadside cover. That's when an old man in a luxury car notices him. The man's name is Mr. Xie, one of the most respected and wealthiest people in the city. Mr. Xie invites Leo into his car to escape the rain. Leo hesitantly accepts. As they drive, Mr. Xie jokingly warns Leo that kidnappings are common these days, which makes Leo quite nervous. Later, during dinner, Leo tells Tyla about the old man he met. When Tyla realizes it was Mr. Xie, he warns Leo that everyone in the city calls him Old Fox. He's the most dangerous businessman around, and anyone who has dared to challenge him has mysteriously disappeared. Hearing this, Leo becomes frightened, and that's when Tyla finally admits to Leo that once again, they don't have enough money to buy any land. Tyla explains to Leo that since the prices of all the surrounding land have increased dramatically, they'll now need to save for another 3 years before they can afford to buy a shop. Hearing this, Leo becomes very sad. The next day, once again on his way home from school, Leo runs into Mr. Xie. This time, Leo tells him clearly that he's not afraid of him and that he knows everyone calls him Old Fox. Mr. Xie is impressed by Leo's courage and invites him into his car. He praises Leo's bravery and then asks, "So you're not afraid of me, but why are you scared of the boys at your school?" Leo answers, "Because they're much bigger and stronger than me. I can't do anything to them." Mr. Xie replies, "To beat someone stronger, you don't need to be stronger than them. You just need to know their weakness, something that will make them surrender completely." That night, Leo sits alone in the park, feeling deeply sad, knowing that his mother's dream might never come true. A little while later, Tyla finds him and reassures him, saying there's no need to worry. One day they will definitely buy their own shop and fulfill his mother's dream. Toward the end of the month, due to the harsh winter, Tyla falls seriously ill. When Chan comes to collect the rent, Leo tells her about his father's condition. She checks on Tyla's health and then takes Leo to the restaurant to have some food. While they eat, Leo opens up to Chan about his late mother's dream of owning a shop. He says he wants to make that dream come true by opening a shop himself. Leo earnestly requests Chan to help lower the price of the shop. She tells him that she doesn't have that kind of authority, but she can arrange for him to meet her boss, Mr. Hsieh. She encourages Leo to speak to him directly, saying that maybe he will listen to the request. The next day, just as promised, Chan takes Leo to Mr. Hsieh's house. When Leo arrives, he is stunned by how grand and luxurious the home is. After a moment, Mr. Hsieh comes out to talk, and Leo humbly begins to make his request. Leo pleads with Mr. Hache to please reduce the price of the shop. However, Mr. Hache turns down his request. Instead, he offers Leo advice about how to separate feelings from business. While drinking a glass of water, he closes his eyes and calmly says, "Your problems have nothing to do with me." That night, Mr. Shi's car drops Leo off at home. When Tyler sees Leo getting out of Mr. Shi's car, he panics and scolds him, saying, "I told you to stay away from Mr. Shi. We could get into serious trouble." But Leo ignores him and angrily storms into his room. A few days later, Christmas arrives. Tyler comes home with some gifts for Leo. At first, Leo is still angry, but when he sees that his dad brought several presents for him, his mood instantly changes. Overjoyed, he begins opening all the gifts one by one. Then, Tyler takes him outside to show him a bicycle he also bought. The two of them ride together happily. One day, while waiting for his dad to return, Leo overhears Chan Chan talking secretly with one of Mr. Shi's business competitors. During their conversation, Chan Chan says they can take down Mr. Shi's business together. This clearly means she's planning to betray her boss. Leo hears this in secret and leaves for home. On the way, Leo runs into Mr. Shi, who offers him a ride. As they drive, Mr. Shi spots the boys who used to bully Leo. He slowly drives past them, and the fear on their faces is clear. Seeing this, Leo feels thrilled and tells Mr. Shi, "I want to become like you, someone who gets respect and fear from others." Mr. Shi laughs and says, "To do that, you only need one thing: lots of money. With money, you can make anyone bow down." At that moment, Leo remembers what Chan Chan said. He tells Mr. Shi everything he overheard about her betrayal. Shocked by the news, Mr. Shi rushes to Chan Chan's home that night and beats her up badly. Later that night, when Tyler returns home from work, he sees Chan Chan standing outside and asks her why she's there so late and how she got those injuries on her face. When she doesn't answer, Tyler invites her inside. There, she reveals that she was fired from her job. She tried to explain to her boss, Mr. Xie, that it was all a misunderstanding, but he refused to believe her. Meanwhile, Leo overhears everything and begins to feel deeply guilty for what happened to Chan Chan. The next morning, while Tyler is cooking in the kitchen, Leo comes to him and says, "Dad, I just found out that the owner of the shop we wanted to buy has died. If we declare the shop as haunted, no one else will buy it, and the price will drop. This is our chance. We can buy it cheap." But Tyler disagrees, saying, "We should never take advantage of someone else's misfortune for our own benefit." Leo refuses to listen and bluntly says, "I don't care about other people's problems." Hearing this, Tyler loses his temper and slaps Leo. Later that afternoon, Leo decides to go meet Mr. Hache again to try and get the shop's price lowered. While waiting outside the shop, he sees the same three boys from school who used to bully him. But this time, instead of running away, Leo confidently confronts them and warns, "If you want your life to stay normal, don't mess with me." They begin mocking him again, but Leo already knows one of their secrets: that one bully's mother does inappropriate work to earn money. Leo threatens to expose this if they ever bother him again. Scared, the boys run away. After waiting for hours, Leo finally decides to go directly to Mr. She's house. There, he finds Mr. She at a dump yard. Once again, Leo begs him to reduce the price of the shop, but once more, Mr. She refuses. Heartbroken, Leo starts crying uncontrollably. Once he calms down, Mr. Shi brings him home and begins to explain, "That was the day you were born, and your parents were filled with joy. But on that very same day, I lost my mother and was overwhelmed with grief. Your father, seeing my pain, even hid his own happiness so I wouldn't feel worse. And the truth is, your father was incredibly kind. I never asked him to do that, but he was deeply sensitive to those around him. Witnessing such kindness from him truly shocked me." After sharing this story, Mr. She says that it was that moment he realized both your parents, your mother, and Tai Lai were the kind of people who deeply cared for others' feelings. As they continue their journey, Mr. She begins to open up more. He tells Leo that during his childhood, his mother used to do street performances to earn a living. He was born into an extremely poor family, but he never let poverty define him. He completely turned his life around. After his mother passed away, he buried all emotions within himself. At this point, Leo plays a song in the car, and as the music fills the air, Mr. She is flooded with memories of his own childhood, when he was desperately poor, begging for help just like Leo does now. But no one helped him back then. Remembering these painful times, Mr. She is unable to stop himself from feeling emotional, and he suddenly stops the car. In that moment, he realizes that he and Leo are the same. They're fighting the same battle: poverty. Later, when Leo says he doesn't want to grow up to be like Mr. She is stunned into silence, because those were the exact words once spoken by his own late son. Hearing them again hits him hard. He realizes just how far he's strayed in life. Driven by greed, he lost his family, his goodness, and even his kindness. Upon reaching Leo's home, Mr. Shea decides to lower the price of the shop and talk to Tai Lai about it. Leo is shocked but moved by this decision. At home, Leo breaks down in tears and writes a heartfelt letter to his father, saying that now, finally, they can fulfill his late mother's dream of owning a shop. The next day, Mr. Shea visits Tai Lai at his restaurant and tells him that he has evicted the shop owner, and now the shop is available at a reduced price. Tai Lai, however, turns down the offer. He requests Mr. Shea not to evict the shop owner's family, as they have no one left after the owner's death. Hearing this, Mr. Shea smiles, because the Tai Lai he once knew hasn't changed. He still puts others before himself. When Leo learns that his father rejected the offer, he becomes furious. He grabs his bicycle and runs away from home, ending up alone in a park where he cries quietly. Later, Tai Lai finds him and tries to calm him down. He explains why they couldn't take the shop. After hearing his father's reasons, Leo finally understands and accepts that his father's decision was the right one. Years pass, and Leo grows up to become a highly successful property owner. But unlike other developers who build luxurious homes for the wealthy, Leo's mission is to create affordable housing for the poor, so everyone can live a decent life. During a meeting, one of his colleagues protests, saying that every time Leo builds a residential project, he also insists on building a free school alongside it. If this continues, it will drastically cut into the company's profits, and investors will be angry. Listening calmly, Leo picks up a glass of water, takes a sip and replies, "This problem has nothing to do with me." So friends, how did you like today's heart-touching story? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed it, please give the video a like and share it with others. I'll see you again soon with another emotional and inspiring story. Until then, take care, stay happy, and keep watching. Bye-bye, Tada.